Hi everyone, it's Carrie again with My Friends Call Me Martha, and yes, I got that nickname because of my love of crafting and cooking in the kitchen. So I'm here tonight. Again, this month I am promoting the Paper Pumpkin subscription box from Stampin' Up. If you subscribe by the 10th of the month, you'll receive the Sending Good Thoughts in the month of July. And it's great. It has a nice beach theme, so I'm really excited to see what that is going to look like. There are a couple different ways that you can subscribe. You can sign up and just do the month-to-month subscription, which is, don't quote me on the price, I think it's like $23. Or I am recommending this month that you do a prepaid subscription. So you would pay for 3 months is the first option. Then you can do 6 or 12 months. But with the 3-month option, it's 60 some dollars. So there's a little bit of savings, but you also get to pick an item from the Celebrations catalog because your purchase is over $50. So there's a lot of great stamp sets. If you spend $100, there's different rewards there. I love this paper. It's silver and gold foils. And then these note cards are really pretty, as well as I love this paper. And then for something super cute, they have the hippos, and you can get the stamp set and the dies. Each is a $50 purchase. So again, I highly recommend signing up for the Paper Pumpkin. It's great. I did a video a couple days ago showing you last month's or the kit for June, so you can kind of see what's included, and every month it's just something different. So it's a great way to build your stamp set collection, as well as they give you a little ink spot so you get some different colors there. So if you're interested and you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And then for placing any orders this month, if you could use the July host code, that would be great. It helps me get some freebies, and I will be doing a giveaway for anyone who orders this month. I will be giving away a free embellishment. So you just go to stampinup.com and then you enter that host code, and then it should automatically connect you to me. All right, so today I am going to do another card from the Lights Aglow, and again, I kind of have showed you guys all the papers and everything, and what I am making today was kind of inspired by this one and kind of this one. I really wanted to use the designer series paper that is the sheet like this. So you cut it, these sheets are 6 by 6, so when you cut it at 3 inches, you get these 4 little cutouts. So that's what I did to make this card, and then I'm going to make it again for you all on camera right now. Let me just get my stuff together. So I'm going to put that aside. And I already have gone ahead and I got my card base, which is very vanilla, and it is 8.5 by 5.5. Am I doing that right? 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then my top layer here is 5 by 4 1/4, and this is cherry cobbler. And I just did a 1/4 inch smaller for the designer series paper layer, so that is 5 by 3 3/4. Now you guys know I hate to waste, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to cut a couple shapes from this piece so that I can use it for something else down the road. Oh my goodness, I don't know if you can hear that, but it is starting to pour. It rained a lot last night. I ended up with a kid in my bed because the lightning and thunder was pretty intense. I actually just got home with the kids not too long ago. We went for ice cream, 2nd day in a row. They're like, why are we going for ice cream again? And I'm like, because we can. It's holiday weekend. Why not live it up? Okay, so I am going to just put these on with a little bit of washi tape so they stay in place, because I need them towards the center so they don't. Yes, I know. Alright, so you can see I just ran this through my die cutting machine. And I know this looks silly and ridiculous, and some people don't take the time to do this, but I don't know, supplies are expensive, and I just want to get the most out of my papers and stuff. So this is what I do, even though I'm not using it for this card. The whole point is that it's going to be completely covered, and that's why I do it. So I'm just putting this on with my tape adhesive. This is the Stampin' Seal from Stampin' Up. I used to use a non-Stampin' Up brand, and what I found, actually I'll show you on the next layer when I put it down. See if you guys can notice the difference. This is my other one that I used. Anything different? This one is silent. So I have realized that I like the quieter seal. So that is why I don't use this as often, but I do have some that I'm going to use up, and then I am forever just going to be buying the Stampin' Up one. The other thing that I did is there's actually glitter paper that kind of goes with this suite. I didn't really point that out to anybody. Right here. So it's gold, and I want to say vanilla. Yep, Evening Evergreen, gold, and berry vanilla. So I've been using the gold. And what I did was I cut this to be 5, and then I believe it's just a 1/2 inch. Okay, I'm just gonna seal this on there. And really, with the papers alone, like Stampin' Up makes it so easy for us to make beautiful cards. Okay, so, and then I'm going to use this, which we can get this put down. So you can see I used a little bit different Designer Series paper, just so we'd kind of get some variety here. And then we need to cut out a circle. So as I was saying in one of my other lives, these are the stitched shapes dies, and the circle, I'm going to show you guys on my mini. So this is the mini cut and emboss machine. So like I said, it fits most of the dies. Like you saw when I did the bigger sheet, I had to use my bigger machine. But this is great. I bring this when I go to like a scrapbooking weekend, because it's just less to carry. And I know, like, I used to have the old style stamping and emboss machines, but they didn't fold up. But this is just so, like, small, easy, and even the big one, it does fold up, so it takes up less space. Okay, so I got my circle, and for this card, I actually started to make it in my All is Merry and Bright was not in the center, so that's kind of why I added the design. My hope, I had a different plan, but I can leave this open because we're going to stamp a few things. So let's see. I'm gonna kind of hug that side now that I know that's what I'm doing. And I know I need 2 cranberry snowflakes or cherry cobbler. I love these snowflakes. Okay, and I'm gonna clean this because we are gonna do some embossing. All right, so again, I'm going to bring in my little the 2 snowflakes. I put these on the covers of the ones I'm using so I don't lose them, because it is awful when you lose a die. All right, I think I'm gonna actually use tape because I just moved it. So this is the challenge, kind of just trying to line this up so that it cuts it as best as possible. So that's probably the hardest thing with making this card, is cutting these snowflakes. We'll see how I did. Oh, this one came out like almost perfect. Can you guys see that? It's like really good. It makes me happy when I do that. It's really like trial and error. At first I really didn't even know how I was supposed to put that die on, because you can barely see the outer edge, but after doing a few mess ups, I then was able to do, but the washi tape definitely helps. Sorry that the table is shaking a little bit. All right, we're gonna put this aside for a couple minutes until we're ready to do our next one. And I'm peeling this off carefully because I just want to make sure that I don't rip the paper. And again, see this one, like, not as good. See how there's more cream edges, but it's okay. It's a handmade card and perfection is not needed. All right, I'm gonna seal this down. And then these I'm just going to put on with some glue dots. So that's, is this my good one? No, this is my bad one. So if I put it like this, my other snowflake will cover it. So you can be strategic when you mess up. Like I said, this one, I had all intentions of just having this sentiment in the center, but I stamped it in a way that it wasn't in the center. So this would also be pretty too with like some holly leaves. There is another bundle that kind of does that, so I may have to try that one next. All right, so the last step is we got to do our little gold snowflake. So I did cut one snowflake out of the gold glimmer paper, but I thought it was like too much. Actually, I was gonna see if of course I can't find it right now. I was gonna show you guys to see what your thoughts were. No, I don't know where it went. Anyways, we're just gonna do the original thing. So I had cleaned my snowflake. I'm using Versamark, which this is what you use when you want to use embossing powder. I'm using gold embossing powder. And again, you always sprinkle it, I feel like, with more. And then you carefully try to put it back in the container. And then it looks like this. So I kind of like give it a flick, but obviously not on my crafting table. And that looks pretty good. So you can see here it wasn't as dark, so it clearly, I should have maybe put it in the Versamark a little bit better. And then I'm going to use my heat tool. So might get a little loud. But then hopefully you'll be able to see how it like turns color. When the gets hot enough, it like melts. And that looks pretty good. And we're gonna get out our snowflake die. Now this one you really want to try to get it like perfectly lined up since it's going to be the focus. Okay. And we're almost done. And again, it would be very easy to kind of make these like assembly line if you were just doing a bunch all at once. So if anyone is interested in kind of making their own Christmas cards this year, maybe not for everybody on your list, but for maybe some of the people on your list, I hope that one of my cards this week will inspire you. I am going to try to do a card a day to give you some ideas. And I have a new bundle that I'm gonna use, I think, for tomorrow. Okay, so I'm using a dimensional on this one so that it has a little bit of height. I guess right on top there. I might want to move these. I wouldn't recommend doing this, but put them kind of too close together. Okay, and then this fun little ribbon idea, what I did was I took, I forget what this is called, Elegant Trim or something. If anybody's interested in any of these products, just reach out to me and I will find the real name. And I might be cutting these a little bit long, but it's okay. So then I just kind of tied all of these together. Actually, I'm going to use my scissors to kind of help me. That's a little bit harder to center it, but I'm going to trim them all. So in this, you definitely want to double knot because it can easily come undone. Oh goodness gracious, which was the one? This one. Telling you, it is so hard doing this stuff on camera. And then I kind of like don't want them to all be the same height. Kind of want some varying lengths. Okay, and then I'm going to use a mini glue dot. Oh, you know who's here? My little sidekick. All right, and then what I did was just kind of like lifted under that. I probably should have put the ribbon down first and then, oh, I kind of like how that one fell a little bit differently, not so straight up and down. So there you have it. So obviously it's the same design, similar design, but just changing up that one layer of DSP just really kind of changes the whole card. So, and then the other shapes are in the soft succulent color, which I love. So, love this card. You have to let me know in the comments which one you like better. All right, have a great night.